Hey everybody, this is Lindsay from Nails for Dummies, and I wanted to do a short tutorial today on how to make a light box for practically nothing. I know a lot of you, especially those of you who have nail blogs, are always concerned that your pictures aren't good enough, and you'll say, but I don't have a light box. Well, honestly, I can almost guarantee you have the things in your house to make one. I don't make a very big one because I just have to fit my hand inside. So I use just this white box, that's a diaper white box, because I had it around. Now, what you want to do is you're going to cut a window out of what would be your top and both of your sides. So you're going to cut 3 windows out. And you want to leave at least an inch border. The bigger your box is, the bigger of a border you're going to want to leave, because if you cut the border here too thin, it won't have enough strength. So, and also I recommend using a very firm box. This one is really heavy duty cardboard. So what I did for this one, it was just easiest to just lay the ruler down. This is kind of what I did. I'll show you on another side. I just laid the ruler down against the edge of the box and marked it off. It does not have to be exact. And then you'll want to use like a box cutter or an X-Acto knife to cut this out. The sharper your blade is, the better it will go. This might be an older blade. But if you don't get it cut straight, no worries. Just be careful not to cut your fingers off. And for those of you noticing that my one hand is painted and the other one is not, that happens quite a lot in my house because I have 3 small children, so sometimes only one hand gets painted, as was the case today. Okay. So that's basically how you'll cut your windows out. Pretty easy, right? I thought so. Okay, and then you'll also cut off, I like to leave for what's going to be the bottom of my box, like this would be the top of my light box, and I would cut off this top flap. Some people actually prefer to leave the flaps on, and then what you can do is attach like white poster board or even some tin foil and use the flaps to reflect light back in. But since my box is so small, I just don't have room for that. So I cut off 3 sides. So I would cut out a hole here, on this side, right here, a hole in the top, a hole on the other side, and then cut off these 2 in the top flap. So, because I didn't want to make this video too long, I'll show you the one I use, and it's actually even smaller. This is a tiny little box. And I've had this box cut out for a while. I was just changing. I had tissue paper covering the holes, and you can do that. It tears really easy. And mine actually has had big old tears in it for a long time. So what I replaced it with is an old bed sheet that I cut up. And I wouldn't recommend using anything thicker than a bed sheet. If you don't have a very bright lamp, you might consider just the tissue paper. But essentially, what you will do is take your little, I cut them out to fit, and you'll place them over the holes. And I use, you'll see some painter's tape on this other side because I ran out of, I like to use the clear Scotch packaging tape because it's really strong and it's good and sticky. The painter's tape, I don't even know if that's going to hold. Okay, let's see, I have some tape pre-cut. It's a really good idea to have your tape pre-cut. And I just get the sheet stuck to it as evenly as I can. And you'll just tape it on there. And then you want to kind of try to pull your sheet or piece of tissue paper tight, because if you have a lot of wrinkles, you can create shadows in your box, which you don't want. So I get the sheet stuck to it, and then I pull it. Not really tight, just firmly, and then tape it down. See, this is really easy, and it helps your photo so much. Alright, so there's that. I'm trying to find my other piece. I thought I was all prepared for the video, and now all of a sudden I can't find my top piece. Okay, forget that, but normally I would also cover the top, but I cannot find it right now. Okay, and as far as inside, you're not going to want to use just the cardboard as a background. Some people use white poster board. Make sure and use the matte side of the poster board, because you're going to have a lot of reflection and glare inside. I prefer to use black because I like it a bit more dramatic. And at first I had a really matted piece of black cardstock back there, but it was still giving me, because you can see the reflection. And even though it wasn't as much as like poster board would be, I still was just not happy with how it looked. So I actually have just this cruddy old piece of felt. It doesn't even have to look nice. Like, this thing is all pilled and fuzzy, but it doesn't show up on camera. So what I do is put a piece of double stick tape. This is actually kind of handy because you can see what I'm doing. And I put it up inside the box and just stick it. So then it kind of like angles down. And then I can shine the light. What you do is you shine your light through the top. Now, my light happens to be what is called an OT light. OT lights, for those of you who don't know, are extremely bright. Let's see if you can tell when I turn this on. Holy cow! Yeah, it's very, very bright. And this one I love has a extendable and movable neck, which is awesome. I got this on clearance at Walmart. I've also had other OT lamps that are just smaller lamps. When I first started out shooting things in light boxes, I did not have access to an OT lamp. So what I did is I went to Walmart and I bought this huge lamp, and you can find them actually in a smaller size over by the paint. And this thing right here cost about $5, and then I put in a daylight bulb, and those look like this. And I think it was about maybe $8 for the pair. I couldn't find them single, but it's only like a 26 watt, and I even wish I would have bought a duller bulb because this is really bright. It's equal to a 100 watt light bulb. And the thing with a daylight bulb is they don't have the yellow cast to them, so you're not going to get, you're going to have truer color with a daylight bulb. So that's, I think I pretty much covered it. That's how you make a light box. And I'm also going to be shooting another video to show you kind of some tips and tricks and how I take my photos. So I'll put the link down there. So have a look and let me know what you think and if there's anything else you want to see. Thank you.